Fresno, once called the City of Dreams. Today, it's the epicenter of a nightmare. Homeless camps stretch across highways. Brightly colored pills disguised as candy kill within seconds. Families, veterans, children living on the edge of survival. And behind it all, a powder deadlier than heroin, fentanyl. Pause. Lower tone. But how did a city that once fed America end up feeding an epidemic instead? Stick with me until the end, because what's happening in Fresno is more than just one city's crisis. It's a warning to the entire nation. Fresno wasn't always like this. For decades, its fertile soil grew grapes, almonds, citrus-feeding kitchens across America. Migrant workers came chasing steady jobs. Families bought homes. The American dream felt alive. But fast forward to today, over 4,500 people are homeless across Fresno and Madera counties. That's nearly double the number from just 6 years ago. Rents surged by 40% in a single year, one of the steepest spikes in the entire nation. A one-bedroom apartment now costs over $1,500. Meanwhile, wages stayed flat. The result? More tents, more families with nowhere to go. And into this fragile reality, a new enemy has crept in, one that doesn't just destroy dreams, but life itself. You've heard of heroin, but fentanyl? This synthetic opioid is 50 to 100 times stronger than morphine. Just a few grains smaller than a pencil tip can stop a heartbeat. It's cheap, it's easy to smuggle, and in Fresno, it's everywhere. Police find young men unconscious in apartments. Parents discover candy-colored pills that aren't candy at all. For many living on the streets, fentanyl is both an escape and a death sentence. Public health officials warn every pill bought on the street could be your last. And yet, this isn't just a drug story. It's a housing story, a poverty story, a system failure story. Imagine surviving the freezing winter in a thin tent or the sweltering summer with no water. Fresno's homeless camps are not just shelters. They're zones of suffering, trash piles, discarded needles, zero sanitation, outbreaks of hepatitis, skin infections, respiratory illness spread fast. And when someone is finally ready for treatment, only 30 detox beds exist for the entire county. Waiting lists stretch weeks. By then, many relapse or die. Fresno's shelters often turn people away. Addiction makes rules impossible to follow. Families with children are forced back onto the streets. The cycle repeats. For every camp cleared, another rises days later. This isn't survival, it's a slow collapse in plain sight. And the damage doesn't stop at the camps. Downtown Fresno's businesses are shuttering. Foot traffic has vanished. Paramedics rush daily to overdose calls, reviving the same people again and again. Hospitals are overwhelmed. Social services are drowning. So here's the question. Is fentanyl the root of Fresno's crisis, or just the fuel? In 2024, Fresno passed a law banning homeless encampments in public spaces. Over 160 people were arrested, fined, or jailed. Officials say it cleaned up streets, reopened parks, made events safer. But advocates argue, this isn't a solution, it's punishment. Poverty has been criminalized. And while Fresno has converted motels into affordable housing, red tape and funding cuts have stalled projects that could have saved hundreds of families. And Fresno isn't alone. Cities across America are trapped in the same cycle: skyrocketing rents, stagnant wages, underfunded mental health care, synthetic drugs everywhere. Experts say the only real solution would be something like a modern Marshall Plan for housing. Tens of thousands of affordable homes, universal addiction treatment, long-term stability, not band-aid fixes. Because if Fresno is the warning, other cities are next. Fresno's story is not just about one city. It's a mirror, a reflection of what happens when housing collapses, when services fail, and when survival replaces the American dream. Ignore Fresno today, and tomorrow it will be your city, your neighborhood, your family. This isn't about charity, it's about justice. And if America can invest in people with the same urgency it invests in profit, then maybe, just maybe, the story doesn't end here. If you found this eye-opening, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Discover Dubai for more unfiltered looks at the world's hidden crises. Because Fresno may be the warning, but together, we can make it the turning point.